Hey guys, welcome to your reading and thank you for joining me. Welcome to any new subscribers to the channel as well. This is your October reading for 2019, and with that in mind we are moving very steadily into 2020. Of course that heralds a new decade in this century. New decades will have a certain frequency or vibration that go with them, so it pays to plan ahead and to set your intentions for how you wish to travel through 2020 decade. In October of this year we have full moon in Aries, we have Mercury going retrograde, we have Pluto going direct in Capricorn, and there are other astrological events taking place as well, but those are just the main ones that I've mentioned. We are still in fairly impactful full-on months, which in turn derive lots of energy and interaction at our end as well. And given that too, we're just coming out of this the solstice and the energy of spring, which we're still in of course, and spring is quite a tumultuous period. Now, before I started your video, I got some messages for you guys, and I have to say they were quite sort of formal and quite, I don't think somber's the right word, but they were quite formal, I guess. So anyhow, you got a message about having the white ray protect you for the month of October if you wish to call upon protection or insight or support or nurture at any point in time. Now the white ray is associated primarily with the angel or the angelic vibrational frequency of Gabriel, but also Metatron. Now both of those angels or vibrational energies give off huge power. The white light energy is the highest of all because it has all of the light frequencies within it, so it's a very intense ray to have for the month. And I think so far you're the only guys who have been given the white ray. And the white ray is often reflected in crystal terms, if you're interested in crystals to have around you for support, like this. This is the moonstone crystal, this bracelet that I'm wearing. Now the white light, as I said, contains all colours, so it actually takes us up to the level of cosmic consciousness where you can receive ideas from the cosmic, so that you open up your mind. Your mind can be very fine-tuned at this time, allowing amazing ideas or conceptions or some sort of interaction with the cosmic reality. It also can be connected to your soul star chakra, which is the chakra above your body, which in terms of tarot decks, this is the enactment of the soul star chakra right here, because all the different colors are coming into it, and this is the star at the top of our heads or above our heads. So I thought that that was a good deck to use for you guys as well. So with that in mind, we will start with this deck for Leo, and we will see what messages are coming your way. As I say, it seemed very formal and very not rigid, I can't pick another word other than formal about the message that came in. So for some of you it might be quite a month of enlightenment or connectedness or awareness or understanding or insight, ideas coming your way. But this is for Leo. Let me just check I have got it up the right way. This is for Leo for October. What is it that the white light supporters or energy workers would like to get across to Leo at this time? The Wheel of Fortune, it is a big major arcana, and it doesn't come out that often, but it will often turn up in readings when we are on the cusp of a major change. And the change can be a slow turning wheel. It's a process of evolution, or it's a part of an evolutionary process, you could say. So the Wheel of Fortune can indicate that you could be about to embark on a new decade, for instance. And we mentioned that in the beginning, the fact that we're all moving into the 2020s. But some of you may be also embarking on a decade birthday as well, which could doubly impact the energy of a decade shift around us. This can also be things such as moving into a brand new career port of your life, or a brand new relationship perspective, or even just gaining understanding or awareness around your philosophies or beliefs, or where it is that you are headed in certain directions. It's a good card. It basically is giving you the message that change is imminent. It is coming your way. There is nothing you can do to stop it because it's a cosmic cycle of awareness and activation. I think it's a great card to start with. We also have the Seven of Cups and the Knight of Swords. Now, the Seven of Cups is usually a card of a little bit of reminding you to be aware of the choices you make in life. When this card is around, you have choices around you. Sometimes because it's the cup cards, it can reference choices around relationships one way or another. And some of these choices you make may not be totally right for you. So because this border of this card has got the pink or mauvey colour, this is the third eye area of our chakra system, and it's inferring for you to also connect with that part of you, your psychic abilities or your collective conscious abilities or your higher self realm, and find the answers about making your choices within that space or capacity of your being as well. You also had the Knight of Swords come in. He may be part of the conundrum around choices that some of you are thinking of making. Now, often the knights are very much at the beginning of an event or a journey or a relationship. For some of you, this could practically be a Knight of Swords who is turning up in terms of a new relationship, and it could be a romantic one. Now, he may not be the best choice for you. There may be other choices. Or it could be that he is presenting some sort of choice for you. It could be not necessarily just relationships. It could be about belief systems, or it could be about opportunities coming your way. It could be about a career offer or even a health modality. It would just pay to take a little bit of heed of what's going on with this guy, the Knight of Swords. They often are these are air sign people generally, or air sign rising. Now, they're very great talkers and they can get us excited, and he's quite flamboyant with his vocabulary, and he's quite eager to bring things on and to create momentum and change. Sometimes we've got other things happening in the background that we need to take heed of as well. But let's see what else is coming out for you guys. So this is for Leo for October. Another Knight. So you guys have got people around you for the month, and definitely this can be, for younger people as well, because the Knights often can represent younger people in life, anywhere from sort of the teens through to the 30s type thing possibly, and they can represent emotions and relationships, and this one here can definitely be the offer of some sort of love coming in, or romantic liaison or relationship. Now, you see how when we had the Seven of Cups first, and I said it represents many choices and it can represent relationships, and then out pop these two Knights. Now, Knights don't have to be males either. These can be females, but they're just represented by the Knight card. So it can be either sex. I don't think that that's just only for females looking at this reading and that they're men. It can be anyone coming into your life. I do think people are on your mind. I think relationships are on your mind. You are going through the cusp of change in one way or another. Might take that one as well. The Eight of Coins, and that's me turning the deck upside down, so I will turn it up the right way, guys. This is for Leo for October for 2019. What would you like them to know or think about or be aware of for this month? With that reversed Eight of Coins, I sometimes think that could mean there's been a freeing up in the base chakra area of the body. If some of you have had pain in the back or around the hips, thighs, or in the lower bowel area, even appendix, there might be some freeing up of pain in this area for you. Some of you may have even had an operation or be going to have an operation or something to relieve some sort of pressure or build up or something that's been blocked. I feel like there might be a freeing up of some blockage around that part of the body in terms of physical ailments. I'm making a bit of a mess of this, aren't I? It is what it is. Okay. 2 cards over here, you can just see them. The Devil and the 5 of Coins. So the Devil is again a little bit about our decisions we make in life, a little bit like this over here, and she holds this cup in her hand. So it definitely affects our emotional perspective in life, and it's coming to you from the sacral chakra area of the body, which is about passion and excitement and creativity. But when the Devil's there, it often indicates we have been overwhelmed by something and we're slightly out of balance, and it's often about a choice we have made. So this can be a really great time to free yourself up of anything that's been negative around you. So if you've had something that's been like an addiction or an obsession, this could be a really good time to treat yourself, to encouraging about letting it go, to be encouraging about letting it go. Now the white light energy could help to move this darkness out one way or another, because white light is all color modalities. So white is just the encompassing of the black. It absorbs it, if you like. So it's a really good time to put that white light to use if you feel that you need uplifting or some sort of raising of frequencies, or to have help or support in eradicating something that you no longer want, that you're ready to shift on. Now the 5 of Coins came out, and this deck, it actually looks quite a nice card. You've got a few blue cards that have come out. These are the throat chakra area, and they are about communication. So I'm thinking for the month of October, communicating things wisely could be very important for you guys. Whether this is verbal communication or written communication at any level, this could be something you need to pay attention to. The 5 of Coins often talks about a little bit of disparity or lack around our money, and meaning that there's a halt on it, or there's been some unexpected bill, or perhaps an unexpected lack of funds coming in, but it's usually transient and temporary. The other thing this card can indicate is feeling as though you are locked out of something one way or another. Now often when change is coming in our life, and change that we're not necessarily aware of, such as this Wheel of Fortune energy, you can find that change is bubbling away under the surface and you're not quite expecting it. So you can sometimes feel a little bit discombobulated and shut out of certain circumstances, but it's usually for a reason, and it's heading you into a better place. This Pentacles card came out reversed as well, which also gives me the feeling that there was a little bit of something about your finances in October that could be, causing a bit of a pain, basically. Also with this card, be careful of your physical health in the month. Think of things like flus or viruses, even a broken bone, or watch where you're walking in particular. Keep your eyes in the right places. Don't go walking along a footpath texting on your phone. You might trip. It's things like that these little cards coming out together could be indicative of. And sometimes a trip or a fall, even if you're on one of those scooters that people are on nowadays, the electric scooters, you could hit a bump and fall off. And they can end up being a real pain in terms of needing to fix a bone or a joint that's been damaged. So there's a few cards in here for your reading that are just giving me a little bit of cautionary influence one way or another. Let's just do one more little bit for Leo. That one just fell off, but Judgment, another big major arcana. And I like the Judgment card. It's back up here towards the top of the mind in the crown chakra area. So this is about understanding messages and insight and awareness. It's about having an epiphany in life and thinking, wow, I can see where I'm going, or I can see a change coming. I understand something in my life. And this could be very good about removing something in here that was causing a creative blockage, or a lack of flow, or a lack of manifestation, if that's been going on for some of you. Another person coming out, the Queen of Swords. Again, she's very much about communication, and very powerful communication. Some of you might be doing something that involves the need, as I said earlier, to communicate and to be succinct about it and to get it done properly. So do keep your mind on your communication for the month. I think it plays a role in some decisions you're making or the way you're moving. Again, she could be a person in your life. She could be a legal person, someone you sign a contract or document with, or someone who is dealing with some of these other issues, even like a mental health doctor or someone to do with finances as well. She could be a potential partner for some of you. One more. This is for Leo for October. It's quite a large deck, this one. It's quite full. I don't know why. It's got no more cards in it than any other deck, but it's a little harder to shuffle. What are these? Last two from the deck. Beautiful, the Ace of Swords and the Star. Another major arcana for you. So I think it's a powerful month with things in the background that you may not fully understand. This is a pathway that is evolving as you move forward. It's definitely taking you further than just October. It will be merging you into 2020. The Ace of Swords is, all the aces are powerful and they're all positive, but this ace often comes after some sort of conquest or dealings or lengthy time often. So this ace often appears to us when we have finalized something or contracted something, and that's why I think this Queen of Swords could be quite important. She's holding her sword up really high, and this one over here is also as if it's got this power and height behind it. And then you have the final card from this deck, which is the Star, the overall benevolence from the white light helpers. And we talked about the white light angelic vibrational frequencies at the beginning of your reading. So there's no doubt that there's some sort of activation or energization from that cosmic realm that is surrounding a lot of what is going on for you in the month. When the Star turns up, it is a guarantee that there are energies around you, cosmic helpers. Remember to call upon them for insight and clarity, as well as using your own insight. Also, this is a card of balance as well, and that refers to this one over here in many ways. When the Star turns up, they're asking you to bring balance into situations and to make sure that you choose wisely about many different perspectives in your life. So if we've seen those ones from that deck, let's just move briefly and see here just a little bit from this one for Leo for October. What is a message you would like to relay to them? For Leo for October. In essence, that's like another major arcana. It's the Chariot card in terms of this deck, and it's about action. So we know there's movement coming. It was the very first card that you received over here through the Wheel of Fortune. And these have got a similar color palette going on, kind of like this green and the black in the background. So the green is always reflective of the heart emotion or the heart chakra. So whatever is happening is affecting you at the heart level, or it's pertaining to parts of your emotional perspective and being. But the action card is a great card to receive in terms of it is suggesting that you are moving forward with some sort of power and passion, but also these horses represent the understanding about the need for balance, which is what we had here, the black and white, night and day, yin and yang, things well balanced, masculine and feminine. It's also about the understanding of the balance of our spiritual and physical perceptions and concepts in life, and there is movement around this field. So for a lot of you, this vibrational frequency with the white light energy, it's going to somehow get under your skin and, you know, create an awareness or a movement or some sort of action going forward. This card can also mean quite literally shifting or moving. Sometimes it can mean that it's hard work, like a horse. The effort to run and move in a leap like that takes a lot of energy from the horse's body. And so this can also infer that it takes energy and effort for you to get this action going. Nothing about change is usually easy, and it takes us momentum and time and effort and understanding. So I think the underlying message behind it, which did come right back from the very first card, was that yes, you are on the cusp of something that is going to be your new reality, your new timeline. And as you move into that, there's quite a lot of behind the scenes work that is going to be moving away in the background, and some of it needs to fall away, and other like this and other perspectives of it, you need to be very wary about which direction you decide to go in your course of action. So just to finish your reading off, we have these really lovely little cards. They're quite light in terms of energy, and they can be quite cheeky sometimes. They've got a life of their own. So they're just a nice way to finish off. It says your desire is within reach. Have faith as everything is working in your favour. And I think you can see that through the cards that came for this month of October. It might not be immediately. It's just suggesting to you, you know, have some faith and know that your dreams or desires are being formulated and formatted in the cosmic reality or timeline, and that you just have to take the action to start moving in that direction. So one more for Leo for the end of the reading. That's what came out. It's over here. Let's see. Assertiveness, stand up for your beliefs and only say yes if you really want to. So nice way to finish off with it. Positivity, a lot of white light emanating from that card. So which is what we kind of started off talking about. And understand, of course, Leo, you are an assertive zodiac sign. You're one of the most assertive. There's not a great deal of trepidation around a Leo that's in balance and, you know, has his goals or has her goals in the plan and the plan of action. So make sure you maintain your assertiveness and take the action, and know that you are on the road to the next door of life, you know, the next entry point of life. So there we are, Leo. Something to ponder upon for you and to take you into the next year, 2020, and even sort of setting up your agenda and your way forward for the next decade, you know, putting something into plan about where you would like to be in 2 years or 5 years or 7 years, that type of thing to have in the background of your mind. So thank you for listening, guys. Tune into your moon and rising signs. They'll be very unique and different this month. Everything is just changed up a little bit, and the messages are very specific for each reading, so there's nothing that's none of them are going to be the same, I can tell you that. Thanks for subbing and hitting the notification button as well, and I do wish you the very most wonderful opportunistic month ahead with much positive fortune, and, you know, be prepared to be your assertive self, Leo, and make sure you keep an eye out for all these people coming in and opportunities of choice that you have. Much love. Namaste.